Think it's weird that you don't show up in one of your best friend's 30th birthday party. Hi, and welcome to Philosophy Talk. I'm Kersti Flo, and here on my channel, I talk about my good and bad experiences in Hollywood and working as an entertainment reporter, and a lot about Blake Lively. So, since Thursday, when she attended the Time 100 gala dinner as one of the most influential people of 2025, which a lot of people could not make any sense from, a lot of things have happened. She's been in the press every day, and there's new pictures of her living her life, being so happy, PDAing with her husband, her dear husband, Ryan Reynolds, who was also there with her, sitting next to her when she was having this speech about her mom's experience with a man who almost killed her, apparently. So she received a lot of criticism for this speech because a lot of people didn't understand why she was talking about this. So at these events, like the Time 100 Gala event, you have to remember how much money is involved here. And these people that they pick are just kind of like what they sit at the editorial team at Time Magazine sit and put together.
Then they say to their biggest advertisers, come sit at a table. You can sit with the Nobel Prize winner and Megyn Kelly. I won't say it's corrupt, but it is not an exercise in journalism. It's an exercise in stroking and cultivating advertisers.
I think the best proof of how little these things matter is that the CEO of Time magazine was interviewed on the red carpet, and she was asked why Blake Lively was honored to be one of the most 100 influential people in 2025. And she said this:
I think she's having a great year.
Blake Lively had such a great year. I mean, seriously, if this is having a great year, I wonder what it is like to have a bad year. She has been slaughtered online. She has shown time after time again that she's been lying, she's abusing the justice system.
And our role is to be the humanities guide to trusted journalism. And so we're the storytellers. We've been telling stories for 100 years.
Yeah, this is not journalism. Anyway, also this weekend on Friday in New York, the day after this event took place, one of Blake's besties had a 30th birthday, Gigi Hadid. There were a lot of celebrities there. Of course, her boyfriend Bradley Cooper was there, or her fiance. I don't know if they're engaged. And others were there, Anne Hathaway, her husband. And guess who wasn't there? One of her BFFs, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. I don't know if she was invited or not, but I think it's weird that you don't show up in one of your best friend's 30th birthday party. So it's not that you don't want to be out and seen out in public, because she did go to that event the day before. I think, maybe Gigi Hadid didn't want her to show up because both her and Bradley Cooper is probably waiting to be subpoenaed. Blake Lively added a special thanks to Bradley Cooper in the end credits of It Ends With Us. And as you know, she brought Gigi Hadid to the premiere, and I think she also had like a pre-screening where Bradley Cooper was seen at. So yeah, so why wasn't she at that birthday party? I think Gigi Hadid does not want to be seen at all with her friend Blake Lively, or her ex-friend. Also, we know that Blake and Ryan flew to Wales on Saturday. They were there for a football match with Ryan Reynolds' football team, Wrexham, and there were pictures everywhere of them kissing and showing PDA in public. It was so ridiculous. Everyone was like, what are they trying to prove? It seems so desperate to show that, look, we're so in love and we want to show the world how unaffected we are, which is bad. The thing is, the more she shows how happy she is and that she moved on from all of this and that she is out celebrating life, the worse it is for her lawsuit. It's like, doesn't she get it? And there's this blonde woman in the background, and she's like, what I think her face says it all. It was so funny. Anyways, there's all these photos of her, and then there's a video of her where she's like directing, of course, her husband and where to stand, and she's taking photos and waving to all the fans and posing with fans and taking selfies and like, hey, we're so happy and we're super popular. I hope for Ryan's sake that they didn't fly private to that football match because, as you know, I've talked about this in a previous episode that he went to the UN to sign a sustainability agreement for his football team. Yeah, so I don't know if that was a reason that Blake Lively couldn't go to Gigi Hadid's birthday party, but she'd rather go to a football match in Wales than celebrating her best friend's 30th birthday. It's 30. That's a big number. So, yeah, not a good friend. Also, another celebrity coming out against Blake. According to Daily Mail, Selena Gomez, who is really good friends with Taylor Swift, had warned Taylor Swift about Blake Lively years ago, saying that you should not get close to her. Yeah, apparently Selena Gomez found it odd that Taylor Swift is the godmother of all of Blake Lively's children. And of course, now that we know what happened, what she dragged Taylor Swift into this, Selena Gomez is like, yeah, Taylor, I told you so. Stay away from Blake. Anyways, I don't know if this is based on rumors or whatever it is, but it's interesting to see now how so many people are taking a step back from Blake Lively. Also, of course, there has been a lip reader looking at what Ryan Reynolds whispered to Blake Lively before she came up on stage. No, there wasn't a stage actually. Before she stood up and had that speech about her mom at the 100 influential gala on Thursday. And apparently he said, I should be there. I need to shine right now. I don't know what that means. Is that something that he trained her in thinking before she was going to have this speech? That that's like what she should be thinking? Because he can't say, I should be there. I should shine right now. Because that would be like, I mean, that cycle. So I'm sure that he was saying something to her to remind her that you deserve to be here. You're so influential and beautiful and kind. And then, according to the lip reader, he continued to say, you need to understand what I'm saying to you right now. What conversations do they have? And then Blake said to him, kiss me one more time. And that's when we see them kiss each other. And then she gets up and have the speech. Um, I didn't make much of this. I don't know. If you guys understand what this means, let me know. There was also a body language expert named Judy James who was interviewed in Daily Mail, and she said that the interactions at the Time 100 event hinted at subtle power plays and visible strain. Also, People magazine did an exclusive story on Ryan Reynolds reacting to Blake Lively's speech, where she alluded to Justin Baldoni's legal battle. So surprising that People magazine choose this headline, and then the quote that they're basing this article on is, I'm incredibly in awe of my wife in many ways. Exclusive quote in People magazine, you guys. He did not mention her when he was talking about the list, when he was interviewed on the stage the day before the gala event. He did not mention Blake once, but apparently he's in awe of her. Also, Daily Mail had an article out that with a long list of Blake's victims of who she's bullied throughout her career. There's a lot of people on that list that I've talked about as well. And then voila, I'm on the list. I interviewed with Blake Lively from 2016, and I was scrolling down, and there's Magnus also on the list. I mean, what are the odds that a couple from Scandinavia both have a bad experience with Blake Lively in an interview? I mean, there must be so many more bad interviews out there. I'm sure so many journalists are sitting on their interviews with her that they never published because they thought it was awful. That's just the way it is. And as long as you are still in that industry and still interviewing people, you don't want to show it because you're afraid that you're going to get blacklisted. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for me, you guys. I still have my cold. Oh, it's never going away. It's so annoying. But it's nice and warm here in Mallorca. I'm sending you some sunshine wherever you are in this world. And thanks for supporting my channel and for coming back and for subscribing. And please check if you've been unsubscribed. That happens a lot. So yeah. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of Lawsome Talk ever. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.